What's happening, everybody? It's your boy Jerome Arab here to make cooking easy and fun again. This is In the Kitchen with the African Arab. Raisins, milk, eggs, sugar, bread. Welcome back to In the Kitchen with your boy Jerome Arab, aka the African Arab, now the messy chef. But anyway, moving on, I'm going to show you how to make a simple pudding. We got basically a whole glass full of milk. I've already got it in there, and on top of that there I've put a little bit of vanilla essence, which is, if you've got it, it's cool, go ahead, throw it in there, or you could use vanilla extract. If you got any coconut milk or cream, you could add some of that, basically just to give it a little bit of flavor. Tastes nice. And best part is sugar, quite a bit of sugar. And this is how you make a simple custard. On top of that, we're going to be buttering the bread, but I'm going to add some butter to this mix and bring it to the boil. You could use normal butter or unsalted butter, it's up to you. I actually use salted butter because the salt actually brings out the flavors. And not much. When I say about a spoonful of butter, maybe two, that's about it. And from there, we're good to go. We'll start plating up. Let me just bring this to the boil real quick. Low heat, make sure everything is right. And then we're gonna move on real quick to preparing the bread. So sometimes you have a loaf that's going quite stale really quickly and you don't know what to do with it. So simply grab the loaf out and you just need to add some butter to some of the sides, not all of them. You don't need to put on all of them because your custard's going to do that. You could add jam if you wanted to, nuts of any sort, but I'm going to just use sultanas. And as you can see, the bread's quite flaky and all. I'm using brown bread, but the truth is you can use white, you could use anything you feel like. And from there, once you've got a little bit of butter dabbled on everything, you're just going to start to actually just layer it all off. Drizzle some sultanas or raisins, whatever it is that you have. Bread pudding is a messy pudding in general. If it looks too pretty, I don't think I'd eat it. Nice. So once you've pressed it all down, just go ahead, drizzle more sultanas or raisins. If you have any cashews as well, they're pretty amazing with this dish. Let's see how our custard's looking here. All we have to do is let it cool before you add the eggs, otherwise the eggs will cook. So basically I'm going to add 2 eggs into our little custard mix, and we're going to whisk away before we actually pour it into our bread. Make sure you cover as much of the bread as possible. With your fingers, you're just going to press down on it just to make sure that it absorbs everything. You're going to throw that into your preheated oven and let it bake for a good 15-20 minutes, and then whip it out and it's ready to go. Some nice cream, and you see how that goes down. Hey, what's happening, everybody? Welcome back to In the Kitchen with the African Arab and
Abel Chungu in the building.
Thank you, thank you.
You know, outside.
Outside. This is kind of, under the tree. Yeah. So I've actually done a bread pudding.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have never heard of a bread pudding.
Never?
I have never heard of a bread pudding. I'll be very honest.
Okay, so my mom used to make this when we were kids. And when bread's about to go bad, and it's like, oh, like maybe not like, you know, when it's like hardish and you're just like, oh, there's nothing to do with this. So she would make bread pudding. And I was like, oh man, like really? And then you taste it and you're like, how can bread that I wouldn't eat taste like this? So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna take this out for you.
Okay.
Drop this little piece in your plate.
All right. What's in it though?
So it's bread, it's milk, sultanas, butter. Let's add a bit of this.
All right.
So this is just some cream. And I'll let you give that a go and tell us what you think.
All right, here we go. Bread pudding. First time for everything. Shout out to JJ's mom. Wow. This is nice.
Unexpected.
Yeah. Bread pudding it is. Whoa. See, that's how I eat with my hands, yo.
Yeah, so bread pudding. Simple, straightforward, easy to do. You can add nuts in there, you could add coconut. It's up to you. But it's, as I said, just layer it, man.
Yeah. Everything he said. I'm just here to charge.
Anyway, before we go, right? Since people know you as a singer and stuff, I know like maybe you might have any, like if you have any questions for me, feel free. But I'm just gonna let you know that I'm gonna ask you to hold a note. You can sing whatever you're gonna sing, but you gotta hold a note before we close this off.
Okay.
Cool?
No problem.
Any questions for Jerome?
Why cooking, man?
Man, that's a hard question. I love the kitchen. Since we were kids, all I ever got to do was help out my sisters in the kitchen, and my dad made sure of it. Like I wasn't allowed to do anything else. Like if I was playing, I was like, hey, Jay, kitchen. So I learned how to cook a lot of different meals, and I figured, why not share the experiences, you know? And as I've traveled, you know, touring, like when we visited different places, I've learned Italian dishes, I've learned Caribbean dishes, and I just figured, man, put it all in one show and let people learn with me, you know, like let them learn what I've learned. And it just takes normal food that you have at home and builds it up and makes it amazing. So quick, easy, and fun.
That's awesome.
Food.
Well, you've done an awesome job, man. What's your favorite dish to make?
Favorite dish to make? I like a carbonara, which is basically an Italian dish that's made with pancetta, which is basically pig cheek. It's just like, it's like bacon, let's just say.
If you didn't tell me, I was just gonna pretend like I know what a
Oh,
pancetta is. Yeah.
Yeah, that stuff. Yeah. And different. So it's got eggs as well as Parmesan cheese.
Yeah.
And pasta.
That sounds dope.
Yeah, it's
That
just
sounds nice.
really simple, but it's amazing.
Ish.
Full of flavor.
Okay.
Full of flavor.
Next time.
We have to sign out in style.
All right. Cool.
I'm gonna hand it over to Abel.
Go. Freestyle. What? No, I mean what? I don't know. What do I sing?
Oh my gosh.
Okay. I'll sing something from my new album. Pamakufi, we inenkalwila. Pamakufi, we inenkafuila. Pamakufi. Said although this world crumbles around me, you grant me shelter and mercy. I will not fear what comes before me, for I will be fixed on your glory. Bamakufi.
Wow.
There we go.
Wow.
Awesome.
Oh man, that's actually my favorite song from the album. Where can the people get the album? Come on, give it to them.
Well, you know, same thing. You can order. You can order online. There's hit us up on any of my social media sites if you want the physical copies. And at the same time, I'm at Abel Chungu on Instagram, at Abel Musuka on Twitter, and Abel Chungu Musuka on Facebook. Also, if it's on sale on visisani.com. And then you can also get it on Amazon, iTunes, Spotify, any of those. Yeah.
Thank you for coming through, brother.
Thank you, man.
I hope you enjoyed the food.
I did, and I will be eating off camera. Then I can eat like here I'm just like eating like a tell me more. But after this, like, yeah.
Yo, make sure you guys stay tuned and catch us on our next episode for our next guest, who I'm not allowed to talk about right now. But this is In the Kitchen with the African Arab. Peace.
We out.